and we will begin our Maariv service in just under 4 minutes. I'm in tonight for Rabbi Nancy, and I hope everyone has had a wonderful, wonderful week and Wednesday. Shalom, Clifton. Shalom, John. How are you? Hope you both are having a wonderful week. Hope your Shavuot was wonderful and inspirational. And hope you're having a very awesome Wednesday. We will begin our Maariv service in just under 2 minutes. Lila Tov Roberto, how are you? We will begin our Maariv in just under a minute. I'll forewarn you that hopefully the next time you see me, we will have Zoom access in addition to Facebook and YouTube. So I'm looking forward to it. And hopefully I'll get to see some of you in person, or as in person as virtual as our virtual applications will allow. Shalom ve'erev tov, everyone. My name is Rabbi Deborah McKenzie. I'm in tonight for Rabbi Nancy, and it is my honor and pleasure to be with you. Located in Clarksburg, Maryland, which is a suburb of Washington, D.C. I'm also a JSLI Rabbinical School alumna, and even though we don't quite have a minyan, we're going to daven as if we do. So with that, please join me in welcoming each other with the Hine Matov. Hine Matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Behold how good and pleasant it is for brothers and sisters to dwell together. Shalom Tziona, Shalom Ellen. I hope everyone's having a wonderful week and a wonderful Wednesday. And let the good in me connect with the good in others until all the world is transformed through the compelling power of love. Let us join together with our call to worship, the Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvorach. Baruch Adonai Hamvorach v'olam va'ed. Praise be the Lord unto whom all praises are due. Praise be the Lord unto whom all praises are due, now and forever. Shalom, Marvin. How are you? And at this time, let us embrace the evening with the Maariv Aravim. Praised are you, Adonai, our God who rules the universe. By your word is the evening dusk, and by your wisdom is the dawn. The day is designed wondrously, and the seasons are set in order, and by your will are the stars arranged in the sky. Adonai Tzvaot is your name. You create day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness away from light. Eternal God, your sovereignty shall embrace us forever. Praised are you, Adonai, for each evening's dusk. Baruch atah Adonai, Maariv Aravim. Amen. Ellen Rose, 86 degrees. Oh my goodness. You've just put a visual in my head of what it's like walking in New York City when it's 86 degrees. I don't know that it's gotten that warm here. Certainly in the upper 70s though. Let us go to the Ahavat Olam in English. Everlasting love, you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai, our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel and everyone from around the world. Yeah, we had the same temperature you have, John. About 78 or so. Let us join together and affirm our faith with the Shema. Shema Yisrael Adonai is our God. The eternal God is one. Let us go to the V'ahavta in English. And you shall love Adonai, your God, with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Take to heart these instructions with which I charge you this day, and impress them upon your children. Recite them when you stay at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you get up. Bind them as a sign on your hand, and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Thus ye shall remember to do all these commandments and to be holy to your God. I am Adonai your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai your God. Adonai Elohechem Emet. Let us go to the Mi Chamocha. Mi Chamocha Va'elim Adonai. Mi Kamocha Nedar B'Kodesh Norati Lot Osef Eleh. Who is like you, O God, among the gods that are worshipped? Who is like you, majestic in holiness, awesome in splendor, working wonders? Let us go to the Hashkivenu, our request for protection. Make us, Adonai, to lie down in peace, and awaken us again, our sovereign in life. Spread over us your shelter of peace. Guide us with your good counsel. Save us because of your mercy. Shield us from enemies and pestilence, from starvation, sword, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us, and shelter us in the shadow of your wings, O God, who watches over us and delivers us, our gracious and merciful ruler. Guard our coming and our going. Grant us life and peace, now and always. Praised are you, Adonai, eternal guardian of your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, shomer Amo Yisrael la'ad. Amen. Let us go to the Chatzi Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah, v'yamad ivrach rutei, v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayedecho be'Yisrael, bagala u'v'zman kariv, v'yimaru Amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbah mevorach le'olam olam ha'amaya yitbarach. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipoar v'yiromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shemei d'Kudsha b'richu Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran be'alma v'imaru Amen. Hello, Saliha. At this time, let us have a moment of silent devotion, silent meditation, or silent reflection. At this time, Let us go to Tefillat Amidah. Let us lift our hearts and spirits and stand humbly in prayer. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu v'imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak ve'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'Hanora El Elyon Gomer Chasadim Tovim V'konei Hakol V'zocher Chasdei Avot V'imahot Mevi Gola Livnei V'nehem L'man Shemo B'Yahava Melech Ozer Moshiach U'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Yezrat Sarah Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechayeh HaKol Atah Rav Lehoshia Morid Hatal Mechakel Chayim Bechesed Mechayeh HaKol Berachamim Rabim Somech Noflim Verofei Cholim Umatir Asurim Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar Mi chamocha ba'al gevurot Umido melach Melech memit U'machayeh U'matzmiach Yeshua V'ne'emar ata lechayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai Mechayeh hakol. Well, hello everybody. Happy Wednesday. And it's my honor. We've reached the Hoda'ah portion of our service. And, it is Wednesday. We made it past Shavuot. It feels kind of odd not counting the Omer every night. Outside of that, it's kind of back to everything. A few things happened this week, at least here in the U.S., Monday was like tax day. Of course, it was on Shavuot, so if you were late, then you were late. But this week feels a little strange because was off on Monday, and for those of you who are used to my Monday Maariv, wasn't feeling that great on Monday either. So, it's just the nature of things. We could tell the weather is getting hotter and, all kinds of things. And we've got news about either we can, if we're fully vaccinated, we can, there's a lot of restrictions that were in place COVID-wise are now lifted. There's just lots of stuff floating around and it all tends to draw our attention and our energy one way or the other. At any rate, if we don't take time out purposefully to remember those things and recall those blessings in our lives that get us from moment to moment, it's easy for us to lose sight of it all. So I want you to take this time, this moment, to breathe, smile, and be present in your own journey to recall, remember, and acknowledge your achievements, your lessons learned, the loved ones in your lives, the kindnesses and good fortunes you shared and received, moments when you've had a joyful heart, sincere feeling of gratitude, a sense of peace, or any of the many and varied blessings with which you have been blessed. Do that while I read the Hoda'ah aloud in English. And if you are so inclined, please share at least one item for which you are truly truly grateful. We proclaim that you are Adonai, our God, and the God of our ancestors throughout all time. You are the rock of our lives, the shield of our salvation in every generation. We thank you and praise you for our lives that are in your hand, for our souls that are in your charge, for your miracles that are with us daily, for your wonders and gifts that accompany us at all times, evening, morning, and noon. You are good and your mercy is everlasting. You are compassionate and your kindness never ending. We have always placed our hope in you. Thank you, Tiana. I do feel better, much better actually. Ellen is grateful for this day and all who are in it. Tiona is thankful for being fully immunized and going out to lunch socially, distanced on a patio. First non-medical trip outside in 15 months. All right, Tiona. Zuliha is grateful for this wonderful community. Thank you. I want to say, John, you had something earlier that I thought was that Sim Shalom has been an incredible blessing since your local minyan stopped meeting because of COVID. So please forgive the alarm in the background. I assure you that my location is not burning down, and I'm thankful that there are people who can at least mitigate and stop the alarm when somebody in the kitchen cooking. So I am always grateful for this community. I am grateful for those of you who were able to join in for Tikkun Leil Shavuot. I had a great time on Sunday night, early Monday morning. So thank you, and I'm very grateful I'm grateful that we have a holiday that allows us to make such a spiritually enriching commitment and reminder. So it is completely. It's complete. I don't know if other communities have, other religious groups have that, but I have to say here, for Shavuot, it's a special holiday. It doesn't get all of the bells and whistles it deserves. So I am completely grateful, and thank you all. And welcome, Gabrielle. So for all these goodness and blessings, we shall ever praise and exalt you. May every living creature thank you and praise you faithfully, God of our deliverance and our help. Praised are you, Adonai, who is the essence of goodness, to whom it is worthy to give praise. Amen v'amen. We have so much, and so many of us are in need of hearing good news. And I'm thankful so much that those of you who do share the wonderful things for which you are thankful, because it does inspire those of us, and it provides a healing and inspirational energy that is healing, especially since there are those among us in our community who are in need of healing, who are in need of recovery and restoration, who are in need of hope, encouragement, strengthening, and inspiration, who are in need of comfort, acceptance, solace, and peace. So at this time, I invite you to please type in the names of those for whom you want the prayer for healing said. And as I read each name aloud, please let us join our collective healing intention and prayer towards those who are in need of healing, who are in need of recovery and restoration, hope, strengthening, encouragement, inspiration, comfort, acceptance, solace, and peace. Heal us, Adonai, and we shall be healed. Help us, and we shall be saved, for you are our glory. Grant complete and perfect healing for all of our afflictions. May you who blessed our ancestors, may it be your will to send complete healing and restoration of body, mind, and soul to all who are suffering physically and emotionally. Chelsea Bot Karen is on medication. Ella, is that Aaliyah? Paula Bot Rose, Eric Ben, is that Eric Ben Maggie? And Jenny Batwana. Pam, Hazel, Rabbi Galit and her husband Bob. Valerie Madison, Albert Madison, Janice, Jeffrey, Rabbi Nancy, Elizabeth Bat Margaret, Benjamin, Noah Ben Chaya, all those in Israel. Definitely. If there are others, please type in the names. Those in Israel. Rabbi Barry Altmark, Bimar Briggy Libet, Adrian and the Millsap family. Family of Andrew Brown, all victims of violence, all refugees. The Whitehead and Tunic families, family and friends of Keith Jennings, Barbara Weintraub and the Weintraub family, all those in the path of war. Catherine Haley, the McCullen Mitchell families, Anthony Ward, Lucy, Aaron, Maddie, Trey, Mayo, Bonnie, Malcolm, and Rose, those with COVID, Terry, Bernard, Marion, Aaron, and Joseph Aronofsky, Wendy Vogel, Patty Vogel, and the Vogel family, Shandell Bat Sharon, Meir Ben Sorka, Hanabat Shandell, William Ben Julia, Leah, Batya Malka Basperochaya, Susan, Chris, Angie, our first responders and medical professionals and frontline workers, Ken, the Thang Nguyen, the James, Adams, Hester, Williams, McKenzie, and Grant families, Bobby Joe Adams, Roland and Judy Hansen, those injured and family and friends of those who've perished in tragedies in 2020, those with COVID-related illnesses and family and friends of those lost to COVID-19 related illnesses, our injured and wounded warriors and family and friends of those soldiers and warfighters who have made the ultimate sacrifice. We also include our brothers and sisters in worship who've been affected and impacted by causeless hatred, anti-Semitism, racism, misinformation, misunderstanding, and psychological and physiological inconsistencies that lead to violence and fatalities amongst assemblies. Williola, Fred, Sarah, Zachariah, Tzefania, Zion, Israela, Rob, Richard, the Pet and DeCrescenta families, Matt and Eli, Aaron and Lucy, Ora, Marcia, Rachel, Bill, Gilaloma Bat Rachel, Ahava Bat Miriam, Rav Jenny and her family, Rav Tony, the Terry family, the Cohen family, the Argaby and Shakiri families, and Steve Davis. Along with all others who suffer. And may those who tend to those who are ill Adonai, including our essential workers, our frontline workers, our healthcare workers, our teachers and clergy, may they serve by intending and attending. May they be strengthened and encouraged so that they may serve by intending and attending to restoration and serving as an instrument of your healing and reflecting your blessing and goodness in time of need. For you are the faithful and merciful God of healing. May this come to pass speedily in our day. Praised are you, Adonai, who is the healer of Israel, all people everywhere, and all your creation. And let us say, Amen, the Amen. And for all those whose names we have said aloud, as well as those names we still hold dear in our hearts and in our minds, for them do we intend and pray for complete and speedy refuah shlema. Amen. The Amen. At this time, let us go to the Aleinu. Hey, Amy, how are you? Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol, latet kedula liyotzei breshit, shelo asanu kegoye haratzot, ולא שמענו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגור עלינו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים, משתחווים ומודים, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו echad. And it is said, and the Lord shall be sovereign over all the earth. And in that day shall the Lord be one, and Adonai's name one. Amy, were you trying to include Marvin as part of our prayer for healing? And if so, please confirm that. And certainly, Marvin, if that is okay for you, we certainly add you amongst those who are in need. At this time, let us turn our thoughts and remember those who have transitioned to the world beyond, to their eternal rest. And of course, these precious souls are no longer with us physically, but they still live within us. Their lives, their legacies, their journeys are ever imprinted in our hearts and in our minds. Even with the passage of time, we still hold them ever, ever precious. If you are in mourning or are observing Yartzeit, please join me now in saying the Mourner's Kaddish. And if you are so inclined, please type in the names of those whose memories you cherish and wish to honor this evening. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah. Be'alma divrach rutei v'yamlich malchutei. B'chayechon v'yomechon u'chayei dechol beit Yisrael. Ba'galal v'zman. Kari v'imru. Amen. Yehi shemei Rabbah mevorach le'olam u'lamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipo'ar v'yiromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal. Shemei dekudsha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. tushbechata v'nechemata, da miran be'alma, v'imru, amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Osei shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru, amen. Tonight, we remember all those who have no one to say Kaddish for them. We also remember Catherine Bat Luli and Safir Bat Ziona. Remember Slia's grandma Zora. We also remember victims of violence and victims of COVID. We also remember Richard Orr. Richard Orr. Your words broke up there on me. Richard, Rose, and Ted Wilcox. Thank you. Sally Bat Ida, Grandpa Carl. You also remember Isaiah Azizi the Giraffe, April the Giraffe, Dante Wright, Beverly Fletcher, Beverly Edenson, Pearl, Christian, Lorraine Cooper, Sapphire, Wayne, and Kat Bragg, Beth, Fred, and Bobby. You also remember the people killed in Israel. A little 7-year-old boy stabbed by his own mother. Scott Whitehead. Marianne Moore. Medford. And if there are others, please type in their names. In the meantime, Austin Cohen. Tyler Terry, Danielle Ben Leah, Irvie Sanders, Renee Sudberg, Goldie Cooper, Angeline McKenzie Adams, Ken's grandmother, Stephen Kivett, Leela Mae McCullough, Paul Morlandi Sr., Father Jack McCaslin, Sylvia Dickershintapeta, Russ Wallace, Byron, Keith Jennings, Christopher Adams, Herbert James, David Lee Millsap, those who've perished as a result of COVID-19 related illnesses are soldiers and war fighters who are making the ultimate sacrifice, who've made the ultimate sacrifice, and those who have been lost in tragedies of 2021. All souls are with you, O Sovereign. So teach us to number our days that we may apply our hearts into wisdom. And teach us to live wisely and unselfishly, courageously and fruitfully, in truth and in understanding, in love and in peace, so that our remembrance of them will be more than just moments of remorse and regret, but rather serve as a catalyst for noble and inspired living. And may the names of those whose memories we cherish be for a blessing. And may we bring honor to them in our living. And may we become worthy so that those who come after us may likewise remember us for good, as we this day affectionately remember those who are unto us a blessing. And let us say, Amen. We also include Rose Poland in our memory this evening. Thank you, Rabbi Jenny. Well, Chaverim u'Mishpacha, we have come to the end of our Maariv service this evening. Shalom, Rabbi Poland, how are you? As always, Sim Shalom has Maariv services every weeknight, Monday through Thursdays with JSLI rabbis, Friday nights Kabbalat Shabbat and Zoom Regation with Rabbi Steve Blaine. Starting next week, we are adding Zoom. So you will still be able to access Maariv through Facebook or YouTube, but we're also adding Zoom. So if you are interested in being on camera, then you'll be able to do so. So I don't want you to think you'll still have access through Facebook. You'll still be able to access through Zoom, and I'll be following the chats. But just to let you know, so and I'm looking forward to it. Actually, it'll be cool. So with that, we don't really have any more holidays right now until a little bit later in July, late July. Later in July we'll have some more holidays. Right now we just came out of Shavuot, which I hope all of you had a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Shavuot. We do have a parsha this week, if you're studying, it is Naso. And really, we're into counting. This Sefer, the Midbar, is serious about the numbers part. And that's the English translation or the English name for the Sefer, numbers. Because there is lots of numbers. You're either adding or counting, and there's just lots of numbering involved, which is fine. I mean, that's exactly what it is. And so we continue counting the Kohanim and Bnei Israel, and looking at the age for work being age 30 to 50. So think about that. Think about that 20-year time span, and then you go into some level of a different form of service, almost like a retired service or something. But you know, you have the Torah actually specifies the amount of time that they get to work. So for me, that's something that's very, very interesting. We also find out, you know, we read about the Nazarite, and we also read about what happens to if a spouse suspects his wife being unfaithful. Yes, indeed. So these are all, it's like a lot of interesting things coming together in this parsha. So you'll hopefully find something that is interesting for you if you are studying this parsha. So I bid you great study. Amy, we will include Reba. I will say that whenever we do, Reba continues to say that she doesn't need prayers for healing, but certainly we will continue to always pray for healing for all of those in our community, as just, you know, we want them to be healed and in good health. So thank you. With that, I don't know that there's anything else other than asking you to allow me to bless you all with the threefold blessing before we go into our Wednesday evening or Thursday morning, depending on where you are. And Siona, vegan sour cream. That is interesting. Although, I can see it. You guys are giving me great visuals tonight with some of your comments. Don't know why. Yavarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha. Shalom. I want to thank you all so very much. Erev tov, ulayla tov, ushavua tov, uboker tov. Please be safe. Please be well. Please be blessed. Most of all, be a blessing. Shine your light. And if you feel you have enough light to shine, please shine it eastward and towards Israel and the land and the people so that we can get some peace. They can get some peace. But shine your light nonetheless. God bless you all. Thank you so very much. Yatziona, and we will be talking about that too. Thank you all so very much. God bless you all. Thank you again. Love you, and good night.